Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Top 10 places to visit in Sudan. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe my channel. 1. Meroe. The one-time epicenter of the ancient Napata kingdom is a truly otherworldly place to explore. Set out between the ochre-hued rises of the Sudanese desert, just north of the capital, it's comprised of over 200 individual pyramid structures, along with a whole series of fascinating ruins of another type. This bears all the hallmarks of a grand architectural undertaking in the same ilk as the Nubian cities of old, and today the whole area has been accredited by UNESCO. And archaeological findings have confirmed the presence of an advanced civilization of iron smelters and traders with mercantile links all the way to China and India. 2. Suakin. Sand-blown Suakin stands tall and firm against the gusts of the Red Sea. An iconic and historic place that still touts its medieval past with pride. It was once one of the major staging points for Muslim pilgrims making the hop across to Arabian Mecca from North Africa. Consequently, there are gilded mosques and interesting religious structures carved from coral stone. All of which mingle with the occasional Ottoman relic. Suakin later succumbed to the Turks, but fell into swift decline as European traders opened up routes around the Cape of Good Hope. 3. Dindar National Park. The Dindar National Park is a triangle cutout of protected land that butts right up to the Ethiopian border in the southeast of the country. Made up of sprawling arid grass plains that glow yellow and come sunbaked under the heat of the equatorial sun, it occupies a unique habitat right where the Great Highlands of Ethiopia drop down to the northern African flats. That means visitors can see the likes of lions prowling, their beady eyes focused on the bushbucks and springing antelope. And then there are the curious long-legged North African ostriches, which are a common and eye-opening sight. 4. Sanganibi National Park. The first and only oceanic national park in all of Sudan, the Sanganibi National Park is made up of shallow reef habitats that showcase the sheer biodiversity of the Red Sea in all its glory. The protected area is adjoined directly to the jetties and harbors of Port Sudan, making it a very accessible place to visit. Divers can go underwater and case out layered coral gardens, witness multicolored tropical fish. Understand why the spot was added to the UNESCO list back in the early 1990s, along with the Greater Dungonab Bay. There's also an old lighthouse where snorkelers can moor up and spend some days enjoying the wonder. 5. Port Sudan. Situated more than 20 hours by rattling train through the dusty deserts of Upper Sudan from the capital, the country's only large port is home to nearly 500,000 people. It crashes down to the sparkling waters of the Red Sea in a medley of creaking cranes and endless depot complexes. All ticking over to the lurch of massive tankers prepping for the Suez Canal and the chatter of down-to-earth dock workers from all over the globe. For tourists, it's the diving that really takes the biscuit though. It's undeveloped, uncharted and offers a cheap way to see the coral-clad depths of this crystal-clear sea. 6. Arkawit. Perched over 1,000 meters above the crashing waters of the Red Sea. The resort town of Arkawit is the perfect escape for travelers finding it hard to handle the soaring equatorial temperatures of the Sudanese coast. With the soothing breezes of the highlands at hand, visitors can take some time to kick back and relax in rustic guest houses. Walking is prime here too, with treks out to case the acacia-spotted ridges of Jebel Dainab often done in the company of Sudan's native monkeys. 7. Takar. Takar sits just down the ridges of the mountains from Arkawit, nestled between the rising massifs and the rollers of the Red Sea. It's a pretty place, a town of sleepy vibes and only 40,000 people. Surrounded by cotton plantations made possible by irrigation along the edge of the Baraka River, it's long been an important growing community. Today though, there's the Tokar Reserve to draw visitors, where the dusty wildernesses of this equatorial nation glow under the sun. And there are a couple of diving operators, although no one knows how qualified any of them really are, thrown in for good measure. 8. Jebel Mara. Rising in sinewy ridges atop the dusty plains of Darfur in the western reaches of Sudan, the Jebel Mara are perhaps the original African Badlands. They are carved and chipped massifs of ancient volcanic stone that have been forged from eruption after eruption over the millennia. The most recent additions to the landscape are a colossal water-filled caldera known as the Dariba crater, which is thought to have appeared following the pyroclastic flows of an explosion in 1500 BC, that's like yesterday to a volcanologist. Jebel Mara itself is the highest peak in the country, clocking up more than 3,088 meters, and boasting beautiful waterfalls and canyons around its base. 9. Naka. Mind-blowing Naka sits in the shadow of the Jabal Naka, some 170 kilometers from the capital at Khartoum. A place of ancient treasures, the town has been reduced to a conglomeration of ruined peristyles and sun-cracked stone by the centuries. But the magic is still very much alive, thanks largely to the trio of temples that form the centerpiece here. These start with the haunting Temple of Amun, which bursts with old steles of the Egyptian deity Amun-Ra. Then there's Aptemok's worship house, adorned with the figures of the ancient kings of Kush. Finally, there's the Roman kiosk, displaying a fusion of Mediterranean, Hellenistic, Arabic and North African styles. 10. Wadi Halfa. One of the northernmost towns in the nation, the low-rise sprawl of Wadi Halfa sits between two ridges of desert rock and the waters of Lake Nubia. While today it bustles with the coming and going of traders from Egypt, its main draw lies in its one-time inhabitants from the Middle Kingdom period. And while Wadi Halfa itself might not be of mega importance in the search for Nubian treasures, the occurrence of Lake Nasser in the 1970s meant that archaeologists came here to focus their efforts in recovering the relics. What do you think of our video? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.